Ladies and gentlemen, this is another live, y'all. Another live, and we are alive, and we're live. This is Wolfgang Amadeus. Appreciate everybody in the building. I was going to start off with some 50 Cent, old school 50 Cent mixtape. Just some old school 50 Cent mixtape stuff. Y'all know how he used to do. But I said, you know what, maybe we'll start out with this. It's Christmas times in Hollis, Queens. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and Diddy is mean. And Diddy is mean. Y'all like that? That's hilarious, huh? 50 Cent in Hollis, Queens, Christmas time. What's up, A. Reed? Lauren Speaks. How you doing? Archangel Michael. You are appreciated. What's up, Myrna? Harold Fan. There we go. How you doing? Jag Nation is in the building. Alina is here. Michelle, you've been here first, so appreciate you. Actually, Never Your Angel was first, so you commented first. So yeah, there you go. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, it's a little bit of elf. They got the little elf stuff going on. I said, let me see what's something that's gonna get y'all laughing, get y'all busting up or whatever. But yeah, again, I'm Wolfgang Amadeus. This is we're broadcasting both Set in the West and the Jaguar Ride Effect. First off, oh yeah, the Three Stooges. We're going to talk about it, though. We're going to talk about it. We're going to really talk about it. Golden Aries, hey, Goddess of Mind. Appreciate you. How you doing? Okay, and you are here. That's what's up. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, we said, let's go ahead and make this a festive holiday. It wouldn't let me do the Grinch that stole Christmas because I wanted to make 50 Cent the Grinch. I think it's appropriate that 50, because 50 Grinch Jackson. That's what I'll call him. 50 Grinch Jackson. It's 50 Cent the Grinch that stole hip hop. All right. So follow me if y'all know. Let me give y'all a little backstory because it's a hip hop thing. It's an entertainment industry thing, really. But 50 Cent, him coming up in the late 90s, early 2000s, him being the underdog was just, even Jay-Z was like, yo, this dude 50 is coming. Even Jay-Z was afraid of 50 as far as what he was lyrically when it came to, up and comers coming up in hip hop. Oh, I like that. Distraction Jackson. That's a good one. Distraction Jackson. Yeah. Distraction Jackson. Yeah, 50, but 50, listen. This whole play that's going on right now. Maybe let me cam up. Hold on. I'll cam up, y'all. Just real brief before Jag gets in the building. Okay. So the whole thing with 50, peep gang. There's levels to hip hop. There's levels to just everything in general. 50 Cent is basically underneath Puffy and Jay-Z when it just comes to hip hop. Technically, Nas is underneath Jay-Z. I mean, Jay-Z is underneath Nas because Nas' album dropped before. Like it's all about who came first. And I guess you really can't even say who came first because we're talking about industry terms. 50 Cent was late to the party, but 50's always been around. Just like DMX, he's been around. He was around, but he never took on the executive role. But 50 was a monster when he came out with his albums. He was a monster. Like the mixtape, I remember Power of Dollar, and it was just, we were just anticipating this 50 Cent release. I know he ended up getting popped, and y'all can listen to, you know, was it Ghetto Quran? And some people will say he was lightweight snitching on Ghetto Quran. I wouldn't say that. But you know, streets will say he was lightweight snitching, right? So 50 Cent, when he got with Dre, that changed the whole dynamic. New York really, I don't think New York was really rocking with him like that, because at first when he had Power of a Dollar, he was supposed to be on Columbia. We ended up like getting it as a mixtape. Like I was so I'm from LA, down here in LA, we were so in touch with New York hip hop, and 50 Cent was anticipated. I'll just say it like that. Underdog in the industry, came up, did his thing. Everybody know him musically for what he's done in the club and a bunch of stuff that he has written. He had a nice run with the music. Then he transitioned into movies, films, TV. 50 Cent was the underdog there. Now, I remember 50 Cent getting with this guy named Randall Emmett, and he went viral for a whole bunch of stuff, but he was with 50 at first, because Randall was just known for pushing out content, filming, right? So I believe he became a producer for 50 during the whole thing with Power, the whole Power thing, the original Power series. And I say all that to say, not to say that 50 doesn't know what he's doing or don't do the work. I just think he has other people in place to kind of, you know, do what he does, do what he's supposed to do, like production when it comes to film. Because I saw Randall Emmett, and yeah, I known him from being in Hollywood, just doing his thing. He attached his name. I mean, 50 attached him to him, and then boom, Power. Then we got the Power series, and 50 Cent was just like boom, out of here. Straight up, 50 was out of here when it came to entertainment. It was like, oh, it's nothing that he can't do. Oh, there you go. Hey. Yeah, Randall Emmett was the executive producer, but he was producing at one point. I do remember that. He was producing at one point before he got with 50. And you already, if you know the whole inside, you know what happened with that, but that's a whole nother conversation. But now all I'm saying now is pay attention to the moves that 50 is making now, simply because 50 Cent is positioning himself to be someone that you shouldn't play with. I mean, that's what he's positioning himself to. I'm not saying that's who he is, because everybody's been taking shots at him, you know, as of late. And I, you know, Ja Rule, from Ja Rule to Dame Dash to who else? There's so many people that went at 50 as of lately because of the documentary that he produced, The Reckoning, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, on Netflix. They said first week, what, 25 million? Did they say 25 million?
21 million was the count, 6 days after release.
Yeah. So that was impressive. Now Netflix globally, worldwide, is what, 30 million subs, 30 million subscribers. So I guess 20.
It's like 80% of the base.
No, it's not 80%. If you 300 million.
Oh, I thought you said 30.
I meant to say 300 million. My bad. I'm retarded right now. 300 million.
To say, that's a lot better than I thought.
No. It's 300. It's about 300 million globally,
that's
right?
That's what I thought. Remember when we initially talked about it? I was like, I think I know they're over 100 million worldwide. Yeah.
And I did the numbers, and it said 300 million.
So they're like around 8% of base. They call it 8% of the base. So I mean, it is impressive.
It's impressive.
to a certain extent it is.
Well,
But
when you look
also
at,
it was kind of like a shoe-in. Like, no disrespect. Go ahead, please finish.
oh no, you know what? I was like, let me change the beat up.
My bad. Sorry for
Um,
being late. I was looking for uh my the
oh, your
proper
Grinch shirt.
attire.
There you go. That works. Appreciate your cut. Cool Master Cut V8W.
I don't get to wear this, you know, without looking crazy any other time of the year. Blah,
And this is
blah, blah.
appropriate. This is appropriate.
Perfect. This is the perfect day for it. The
It
Grinch
is.
is he the Grinch that stole hip hop? So I had to. So my apologies for being late.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I understand. It's all great. Oh yeah, Marlon Wayans. That was someone. But we'll talk about the enemies in a few. I'm trying to pace the conversation because I know sometimes I just get to the information, and I know Jag be like, drag it out or
Well,
take your time.
I don't know if I necessarily would call it dragging it out. It's just that when you are a platform that fights for engagement and you oftentimes get lost or misplaced in the algorithm, sometimes you need to give people a chance to get here.
Yeah,
You know what I
no,
mean?
you're right.
Like a lot of times when we push it really fast or try to push it fast on the live, like I'll notice in the comments, people will say, "Oh my God, I just got the notification," and it's already over. So, oh, hey, Tara
Yeah.
Jensen, thank you.
Appreciate you.
So yeah, no. So sometimes I like to just take my time and just let it warm up and give people a chance to get here so they can be here while we're live. That's all.
Yeah, no, and that's why. Well, I was going to come in with actually one of my favorite freestyles of 50 Cent was with him and Ali Vegas. I don't know if you remember a cat named Ali Vegas. I was just going to come in on some hip hop and play some of his mixtape stuff because you can get away with playing like mixtape stuff on YouTube. And then I just jumped right in and I kind of just gave everyone a little bit of a synopsis of 50's position in hip hop when it comes to, when he first came out, people were anticipating him. He had mixtapes like, I remember Guess Who's Back, Power Dollar was the album that was supposed to have been on Columbia.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Regarding 50 Cent as a rapper, I was like one of his biggest supporters when he was underground. I was rooting for him because he was so hip hop and he was slick. He was real slick with it. He had a great ear. He knew how to pick the right tracks. He always went to the producers that weren't getting highlighted, and he found a way to put great songs on them to make them shine. The truth be told, he's probably one of the greatest underdog rappers of all time. Let me give him his flowers. It's also been rumored that he was either the persona or the actual voice behind a character they used to have back in the day called the Mad Rapper. Let me tell him why you mad. Why don't you tell him why you mad, son? And it's very interesting because a lot of people don't realize exactly how hard people in the industry work to keep him marginalized, to keep him out. And two of the biggest people that did that were Diddy and Jay-Z. So, and a lot of people don't know the history behind that, but that's real. That's true.
Well, let's talk about a little bit of the history because you got to go to the genesis of any book, the table of context to really get what it is. And that's why I was pacing the conversation. I talked about the hip hop a little bit. But yeah, I said it. I said 50 now is positioning himself in a particular position, but look at the game, look at hip hop, look at the entertainment industry side of it. Who came before 50 was Puffy and Jay-Z. I said Nas came before both of them, but
they were all there at the same. Nas, Puff, Jay-Z, 50.
And I even mentioned DMX. I mentioned DMX, but I'm just talking about as far as like
DMX,
the come
actually,
up.
he got on the scene. He got on the scene later than them. They were all there before him. They were all
No, I know.
there.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, so what I'm saying when it comes to hip hop, as far as like who is your OG, even though Jay-Z is who he is now, he should be bound down. His OG is Nas, because Nas came out first, but that really doesn't translate in hip hop like that. And that's why I say that to bring up a point later in regards to how the game is being played. And I think 50 is playing it masterfully.
I mean, I think 50 has done a great job positioning himself to be a contender for the crown. I think he's done a good job to be a contender for the crown. The question is, does he have what it takes to be king? And in my opinion, absolutely not.
Nah,
he does not.
Nah.
At best, he'll be an underboss. At best, and he'll stay that way. Which is what makes him perfect.
Appreciate it.
To be the villain of this part of the hip hop history. It makes him the perfect person. To do this, because he's got enough stick-to-itiveness for him to have relevance and credibility at this time in the story of hip hop. He's been around long enough for him to be the bearer of secrets and all of this other stuff in hip hop. He's made a decent impact as far as creating jobs in hip hop, and he's had enough successful deals to look the part. Exactly how real all of that is, we do not know. It's funny because salute to Archangel, he was just sitting here talking about mansions and talking about all of the Ferraris and all of that stuff. You want to know what's interesting? If you're talking about everything that he was showing on MTV Cribs, you should really go and look. There's a new special that just came out not that long ago about how everything on MTV Cribs was faked.
Yeah.
All of it.
All of it.
Faked. The mansion that Ja Rule had, it was rented. All of the cars that 50 Cent showed on the episode that he had, if you're talking about all those Ferraris were rented. Like, all of it was it was done to make these entertainers look like they had more money than what they actually did, to have people lusting after the so-called hip-hop lifestyle. So kids would want to become rappers, so kids would want to become artists and sign their lives away. That's what all of this was about. It was all about an illusion.
Right.
All day. So, and it was also to sell a product. 50 really was the underdog of hip hop, and then he did what he did there. I'm gonna go back to his first, I think, major deal with Vitamin Water, and he got that through Chris Lighty, right? Because Chris Lighty was his manager, correct?
The Vitamin Water deal through Coca-Cola was huge.
That was a big deal. That was a huge deal at the time.
And it was wild because that was at the time when they were doing a lot of sponsorships for Vitamin Water. They were doing a lot of sponsorship with Red Bull. They were doing a lot of drinks. They were making cocktails that they were pushing at clubs and pushing at parties and pushing at festivals. So he was able to get on that. And I believe that was allegedly it was $100 million deal. Whether he collected that whole $100 million or not, nobody really knows. But it was right after that he got Mike Tyson's mansion in Connecticut that Mike Tyson used to have before he left Connecticut and went to DC.
This is what happened. This was in 2004. So 50 doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. Know that. So he wanted a beverage endorsement. It's basically a deal. And he was just straight up with it, and he connected with the managers over at who makes that vitamin water, Glacier. He connected with
the Coca-Cola company.
Well, yeah, yeah, no, what here, that's where I'm gonna go. Coca-Cola acquired them 3 years later for
Yeah.
4.1 billion, but Chris Lighty
Mhm.
brought 50 over there, and instead of just an endorsement fee, 50 took 10% equity
Of the
in the
company, yeah.
brand and helped develop a signature grape flavor. Well, I'm not gonna get into the racism with the grape flavor, but that was 50 Cent's first crack
Mhm.
at being marketable,
And
if y'all know what
and
I'm
an
talking about.
an entrepreneur, and to
Entrepreneur.
have that, yeah, and to have that that look of Black excellence
Yeah.
and success. So, which is funny because not long after that, vitamin water got exposed for having a bunch of sugar in it and a bunch
Oh
of
yeah,
dye
yeah,
in it,
yeah,
that
yeah.
tearing
Oh
people's
man.
bodies up and destroying people's bodies. So, and then I think that's when he first started trying to get away from, disassociating himself with the brand. Man, they get our people, it's so wild. They get our people to put their names and their faces on the most terrible and awful of things and promote it as the greatest thing in the world. Like our people. Gotta
So
love us.
pay attention to the timeline. So in 2007, when Coca-Cola purchased Glacier,
Hmm.
it was 50 was able to cash out for 100 million. That so he was able to do what he do there or whatever. Now,
Hmm.
same time in 2007, Diddy made a deal with Diageo, which is Ciroc's
Hmm.
parent company.
Hmm.
So that was that partnership with him and Ciroc or whatever. Even though Ciroc was trash vodka, don't. I'll take some Taka vodka and run it through a freaking filter before I drink some Ciroc. How many
So
of y'all
that's
know
the
who
scary
Taka
thing.
vodka is?
That's really the
What'd you
scary
say?
thing. And I said that's really the scary thing about how bad Ciroc is and how it's like the worst vodka of all vodkas. It's the
Yeah.
worst.
It's
And
it's
it
cheap
has very
grape.
hard effect on the body. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have went and got me some Taka vodka. I remember when I was in my down and out days, I will go get me a $3-4 Taka vodka bottle, and it tastes like straight rubbing alcohol. But I'll go get me one of them coffee grinder filters, run it through there a few times. Oh man, it tastes like it tastes like Casamigos afterwards. But 2007 is when Diddy made his deal.
Yeah.
Y'all following me? Y'all following me? The deal was towards the end of 2007, and Diddy basically was taking an active role in branding Ciroc as luxury spirits. I just told y'all though,
Yeah.
don't come after me, Ciroc. Y'all know y'all got cheap ass grapes, but y'all had y'all had Diddy promoted as it was luxury, and people were doing all kind of y'all. I mean, I remember the Ciroc boys and all. Okay,
Let me
all
tell
right.
you something. They had all the Ciroc this, Ciroc that, Ciroc this, Ciroc that. They had bartenders selling recipes for, martinis that could only be made with Ciroc vodka. Like it was, they really took it and they positioned it. And that's the thing. When you're dealing with what we used to call the tastemaker crowd, you find somebody that has the influence, you find somebody that people want to be like or want to emulate or envy in any way, and then you get them to push and sell something. Like if you look at it, all of these rappers, all of the deals that they made were with companies who had an inferior product that was struggling to get marketplace recognition, and they were able to get an unassuming, uneducated crowd, because the truth is the people they were marketing these products to didn't know any better. They didn't know
No,
any better at all.
no.
They didn't have any idea that what was being pushed to them, what was being marketed to them, was not healthy, wasn't good for them. And meanwhile, they got him sitting there. Like, I'll never forget the first time I saw like the whole craze of vodka and Red Bull.
Yeah.
And when I actually talked to a doctor about what that was doing to people, how it was ripping people's bodies up, because like in the summertime, it's hot, people aren't properly hydrating. They're like, oh yeah, Red Bull is an energy drink. It's good for you. It's good for you. And they're sitting there taking it, dumping it in all of this vodka. Meanwhile, what it was actually doing was putting so much stress on their kidneys and just damaging their livers. There were kids that kept passing out, being forced to have to go to the hospital to
Yeah.
get seen. It was a lot of stuff that was going on. So, it's really interesting, but they used all of these black rappers to push all of this stuff.
Oh yeah.
And now we have a whole generation. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm looking, hip hop has gotten, hip hop's getting old, baby. You know what I mean? Our generation, we're moving into, looking at our senior years and stuff like that. And my question is going to be, how many of these people are really going to be able to grow old without illness?
I mean,
Because of all of the damage from all of the stuff that we pushed and pumped into our bodies.
because the high consumption of liquor and people, you could in your 20s is one thing. I got a buddy, he's younger than me, liver damage from just down in 40s. And I'm like, y'all fool, I never did all that. I talk all that stuff, but I didn't drink like that. But he's younger than me, cirrhosis of the liver. Like your liver, your cells can repair themselves. Your organs can repair themselves. But, when you do that much damage to your body, and especially at a young age, yeah, that's when you get the C word and all that. But they push, they use certain people to push certain things on us. Imagine if it was, instead of that, it was CMOS. Instead of C-Rock, it was CMOS. So when 50, when Diddy got with Diageo, Ciroc, they went from 40,000 cases a year to millions a year, pushing it out.
Yeah.
And he was able to do he was able to expand Diageo and Diddy partner, and they got with De Leon tequila. Now Jay-Z got with Ace of Spades. So around the same time. It was like 2000 and actually it wasn't 2000. It was 2006 when he introduced Ace of Spades with that "Show Me What You Got." Remember that "Show Me What You Got"? He had the, they were like, "We're not drinking Cristal no more." Remember that? That was the whole thing.
Yeah, well, they got upset because they wanted to try to muscle into the Cristal brand and to actually get stocks and all of that stuff. And Cristal said, "Well, no, we don't need your association. We are who we are. Thank you for promoting, and God bless you. We can send you a couple of cases, but that's that." So they went and they found an inferior brand, kind of like what they did with Ciroc, who was struggling, and then they put their name to it and up, the volume of sales, like just oof. The question is they don't really spend time promoting things that are good for their audience.
Nah.
And when you think about it, that's all that's really being promoted is things that are killing you, things that consume a lot of your money, clothes, alcohol, partying, cars. Cars is probably the stupidest investments that a human being could make, in all honesty, because of the depreciation value of it. It's one of the things that the second that you buy it, it instantly goes down in value and continues to go down in value at an exceedingly high rate. Most people, even when you buy a brand new car, after 6 months of owning that car, the second that it has more than 5,000 miles on it, it loses almost a third of what you paid for it. on the day that you bought it, which is crazy.
Remember on Baby Boy, Vin Rhames' character, he said guns and butter.
And butter. Mm-hmm.
And the young, well, some of us in here, well, I say majority of us in that hip hop generation, late Gen X, Gen, Y, Z, whatever, but we were all into the butter. Spinning rims. Remember that? The spinning rim. Like, what the, why?
Oh my goodness. Spinning rims was a big thing. But it's no different than like, taking one of those like those infrared lasers and putting it around on the wall and watching the cat just jump. And like, it was the same thing. Like, we would see a car coming down the street. Oh, look at that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
One of those cars come rolling down the street. People would be so busy looking at that, you wouldn't be paying attention to a robbery happen right next to you.
Right.
Distraction.
But like she said, Jackson distraction. But pay attention to this. It's always follow the leader with these people. Like I said, these rappers. Jay-Z, he didn't outright buy Ace of Spades. He just kind of introduced it to the culture in 2006, and then he eventually outright bought it in 2014, 2015. And then in 2021, LVMH, they bought 50% stake of that brand. So that but you got to look at 50 Cent first. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Pay attention. Who made the deal first? When it came to these spirits, even though 50 wasn't dealing with the spirits, he was dealing with a safer bet for something for his audience to drink.
Well, I mean, they sold it like, oh, well, 50's pushing this, but the truth is vitamin water was terrible.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't vitamin nothing. It was sugar water. It was Kool-Aid.
It was
Kool-Aid.
Water. It was watered down Kool-Aid with a high sugar content.
Watered down. More sugar, less cool, more aid. That's what it was.
Like, it's so funny. Like, you go into the hood, into the rap snacks with the Snoop Doggy Dogg chips and the Shaquille O'Neal, this and that. Like, all of that stuff is high fructose, corn syrup, high starch quality, so many dyes. You can't keep up with any of what's going on. Like, they always got our people's face and name on like some really crappy stuff. But the kids, ooh, I want Snoopy snacks.
Right.
I want Shaq hot fries. Like, just really wild.
No, but
all of that.
But do you get where I'm going with when I'm talking about as far as following the leader? Yeah, of course, all these brands didn't really feed the culture like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It made a few people billionaires, millionaires, etc. Right? So
all you had to do was be willing to market death to your people.
So let's move forward. 50 was the first to move into that space and did some major things. Okay, Jay-Z may have been the ultimate I wouldn't say winner, but I'll just say when it comes to this competition, him partnering up with LVMH, is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Louis Vuitton Corporation. And the thing is are they partners?
Yeah,
they are.
No, they are.
No, I'm saying that's the way it looks. Guess what? Clive Davis and Diddy were partners for Bad Boy. That's the way it looked.
Well,
who's really running it? And the truth is, you can call yourself a partner, but last time I checked, partnership required equal shares. These corporations and these companies, they have the majority share. Like LVMH has majority share, or at least had majority share in most of these companies. They weren't coming in as at an equal share. So who was really in control? Or am I wrong? If I'm wrong,
you're right. No, you're right.
And as much as I hate to say it, if I am right, then that would mean that these corporations that do not invest into Black culture at all have majority shareholder stake in what they're pushing to our culture and using people from our culture that look like us to push these agendas and to push these things. So, in all honesty, where's the ownership?
Yeah.
Where's the ownership? I don't see ownership. What I do see is manipulation.
There you go. There it is. There it is. So I'm doing my research and I'm looking.
I see.
I'm looking for some key information because I mentioned 3 companies prior. Y'all remember the companies that I mentioned? Coca-Cola.
And hydrated on some real water. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I need. I need some water as well. Hold on. Let me see something. So the 3 companies, if y'all could, put it in the chat, I guess, if y'all remember the 3 companies that I mentioned, prior.
Which companies?
That dealt with 50 because it was Coca-Cola.
Glacier. I think you said Glacier.
Glacier, Coca-Cola. Deli, is it Diageo?
Diageo.
And
LVMH.
LVMH.
I guess.
Okay.
Talking about all of the corporations that are actually running these rappers. Yeah.
Peep game. We got 50 Cent now moving into the space of digital communication or streaming. So if you guys are not aware, right before there was this major sale, and I think it's still up in the air when it comes to who's going to purchase Netflix.
Warner Brothers. Oh.
No. Well, no. Netflix is going to purchase Warner Brothers. Right.
Yeah.
Right before they dropped the Reckoning with Sean Combs, right, and produced by 50 Cent. This was a chess move because Peep game. BlackRock is one of the companies that is putting their bid in for with Netflix for Warner, right? BlackRock and the Vanguard Group, they're major shareholders of Diageo.
Yeah.
So let's get into it because we were talking about 50 Cent and his footage. Remember we were talking about that, right? So now that it's confirmed.
Before you go any further, I want to make sure that people actually understand what it is that we're talking about. What is the pedigree behind BlackRock and Diageo? Let's talk about let's talk about who that is before we go any further. Because I really, really, really want people to understand. Indeed, Kat. This is heavy stuff.
Yeah, we going in.
So, how do you want to play this out? You want to look? Or are we going to both want to?
Look up what?
Well, the origins of these companies.
Oh, well, if you want to go there, I'm just going surface level. I just said I wanted y'all to make those connections with those companies that I mentioned.
Okay.
Start paying attention to.
And I'm just pulling up the overview of Diageo. Diageo PLC is a British multinational alcoholic beverage company, the world's largest producer of premium spirits known for iconic brands like Johnny Walker, Smirnoff, Guinness, Baileys, and Don Julio.
All of them are my homies. All of them. Don Julio, Smirnoff, salute.
Baileys is good in coffee. Not that I've had it. I don't drink anymore. So, formed in 1997.
Where's Brass Monkey in it? Never mind. Go ahead.
Formed in 1997 from a merger of Grand Metropolitan and Guinness. Headquartered in London, it operates globally, selling spirits, beers, and wines in nearly 180 countries, but has recently faced challenges with slowing demand for premium drinks, especially in the US and China, impacting its stock value.
Mm. Mm.
Very interesting. Now, Diageo, as we know, is also responsible for the De Leon, if I'm correct, and Ciroc, because this is the company that Diddy went to war with, sued to get money, won, and then all hell broke loose.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, Life Artists.
Welcome.
I don't know which channel you became a member of, but you are appreciated. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah. Why don't y'all definitely look? She did the right thing by becoming a member. If y'all can, there's 3 channels attached here. Become a member, because I'm gonna tell y'all what, we really go deep, and we go deeper. This is just kind of like surface level, and we're not gonna go too heavy and go too crazy, because y'all know how people be on YouTube. But members be getting that information. So, like, we're gonna really start doing a lot more members only content where we're helping everyone connect the dots. It's information that's out there. I think the key to this revolution is getting the right information to the right people. Just remember that.
Should we go over the general overview for BlackRock?
Let's do it.
Okay.
And they're tied in with Vanguard,
Gotcha.
right?
Well, let's see. Okay, I'm not sure. If I'm correct, we're talking, let's see, with the key assets,
Okay, so
influence.
Diageo. Well, go ahead. BlackRock is 8.4% of Diageo shares, and Vanguard has 5.3% of shares. It's nothing major, it's nothing big, but it's BlackRock is number 1, Vanguard is number 2 when we're talking about Diageo.
Okay, so then we're talking about the financial assets management group, correct? Right?
Yeah.
Because they have many subsidiaries that come off of them. Like, their hands are in everything.
Yeah.
Like, in almost every industry that there is, BlackRock has ties there. So we're talking BlackRock, one of the world's largest asset management holding company. They're tied to Vanguard, which is tied to Diageo. So now, where does all of that come into play for what this conversation is? I just wanted to.
Well, we can talk more. We can talk more on the member side, because I want to get into Vanguard and BlackRock owning major private prisons
as well.
Civic Core, GEO, and you know they're one of the largest institutional investors in private prisons, that facilities for immigrants and other inmates. You know, so Diddy then probably went to a prison that's ran by Core Civic. That's why, you know, it's deep. As I say, it's deep. We ain't gonna go too heavy, but it's deep. But what we're gonna talk about,
I know you don't want to go too heavy, but we also don't want to keep it too light. We want to make sure that people really get the gist of what's going on here, and we don't want people to be confused at all.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I've become very guilty of speaking heavy in a very shallow way on a very explosive topic. And, for me, I have curved the way that I do my conversations because I know how many people are out there hating. I know how many people are out there jacking information and looking to misconstrue it.
Yeah.
But our job here is to make sure that people are getting educated as best as possible and understand what's really going on. So I think we're going to find a way to hit the middle of the road.
We will. I'm gonna let you take it. I just wanted to lay the foundation, but I'm gonna let you take it to where you want to go because.
No. This is our conversation. So, like I said, we will middle of the road it.
Well,
when people hear stuff like, 50 Cent is doing this, 50 Cent is doing that, this is happening, that's happening, these people are contacting it. You got people like Dame Dash coming out talking about, I can't respect a black man going after another black man behind a white man and this, that, and the other, and all they doing is getting this black man to run down on this black man, and the white man is doing it. And I ain't got no respect for that. People really don't understand what's going on in all of that. They don't.
No, they don't.
They have no idea what's really being said or why they're saying it. And that's why we're talking about what we're talking about today. Is 50 Cent, is Curtis Distraction Jackson truly the Grinch that stole hip hop?
50 Grinch Jackson. Because is he? Let's just see what it is. Hip hop has always been competitive. That's just what it is. Game, side note, he was part of 50's G Unit. He went on Club Shay Shay and said, oh, he the best rapper in Compton. Where's my cap? Hold on. Where my cap at? It's all about competition. And you got to think you're the best. Now, knowing 50 Cent, because I ain't gonna lie, I remember that one album he had, Animal Ambition. That was like, when I was doing my work, that was my workout album. Like that album, Animal Ambition, I felt everything he was on because it was like, yeah, I got the animal ambition. I hit my weight. You know what I'm saying? I was barely getting, I was doing my two wheels now, right? So 50 is a monster. And he wrote, thank you, Lady Classic, for becoming a member. Appreciate you. You got the 48 Laws of Power written by Robert Greene. 50 wrote the 50 Laws of Power. So he studied.
I thought was I know, but that was kind of cheesy in my opinion. I thought that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I read
48 Laws of Power. 48 Laws of Power. We don't need it's.
Look,
you know what it kind of reminded me of? Bikram yoga.
Okay, Bikram yoga.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a yoga practice that was based on these
hot yoga.
The hot yoga. It was based upon these 40 some odd different postures that were supposed to be perfect. He supposedly developed it, he corporatized it, sold it all over the United States until he got ran up out of here for.
When he touched on some kids or something.
Well, it wasn't kids, but they said some teenagers, but mostly it was SA harassment in the workplace. He was violating a lot of the instructors that he was training.
He was getting his Diddy on. He was getting his Diddy on. He was
definitely Diddy doo-wop bopping. And then they started finding out he was all kinds of a fraud, and he was this, that, and the other. They ran him out of here. They took the name off all of it. But come to find out, what he was selling wasn't even the complete practice, because he sold it from a yoga guru that he learned from in India. And what he did is he took like the key core structures of the 100 and some odd that the guru put together, and then he packaged it and made it short and made it a 90-minute class, and then boom, he was a guru in the United States. It all started with Richard Nixon. He came over here, he lied, said Richard Nixon, naturalized him, gave him citizenship. None of that was true. Like, it was a whole mess. But my point was, I felt the same way about learning about the history of the fraud behind Bikram yoga, that I feel the same way about the 50 laws of power, because
Okay, I got you.
48 laws of power, it's just, it is what it is. To sit there and to dub it after yourself, all you're literally doing is sitting here taking everything that this amazing book has put together to teach people how to deal. That would be like me like taking the art of war, Sun Tzu's The Art of War, and coming up with my own version of it.
Okay.
I mean, but it's nothing wrong with taking something great and building a foundation from that.
Oh yeah.
So 50, and let me just say because I remember that book. I had it, I read it, and I was just like, this is helpful. Or at least, for me at the time. And it made me want to go back to the 48 laws of power, peep it and stuff like that. But yeah, 50 is a strategist. 50 is a strategist, y'all. And I say that just to say this move that he's making, and he's going to be moving with Netflix. Can I say something? And I'll be transparent with y'all audience, and maybe I'll talk more about it on the members. This time last year, I had a potential victim. I'm not going to say who this victim was of, but this person was scared out of their mind. Now, people will come to me and then they'll want me to go to JAG, or they want to go to JAG. Kind of doesn't work like that. I'm an investigative journalist. I'm like, give me, you know how it goes. So they were just not ready. But all I'm going to say is this. It was somebody tied to Fifth, and they didn't want to say it was Fifth, but I think they were kind of hinting around it. But what I'm saying is, when you start moving up in those arenas, when you start, like 50 being attached to G-Unit Studios, being attached to Netflix, or you can't have no smut on your name whatsoever. The reason why Jay-Z's stuff didn't work out is because, number one, Desiree Perez, being attached to Desiree Perez, trying to get a casino, her having former involvement with certain cartels. There could have been money laundering. We don't know what could have been. I'm not saying that's what they were going to do. I'm just saying I believe that the reason why that didn't work out for Jay is because of the people who he had around him and kind of other stuff that was kind of lingering around him. But that's a whole nother conversation. Diddy, of course, as soon as he went after Diageo and won, boom, Cassie. But everybody knew in Hollywood. Jag was not lying. Everybody knew in Hollywood Diddy's a piece of work. Diddy was doing all kind of crazy stuff. Jamie Foxx didn't do nothing but take over. Let me not go too deep. Let me not go too heavy.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna say? Because the truth is at this point in time, with everything that's going on now, what is too deep?
Well, I'll say it like this: you got to be very careful on what you say on the public airwaves.
Yeah.
If we did private, if we did Patreon, which we got to just start doing, then it's like, let's just go all in, because then you already know, how I do it.
Look, we've been here almost an hour. Let's not play. We could shut this down. If we want to really go in, we could shut this down now.
We could just go, yeah.
And we could go members only 30 minutes from now. And for those who really want to hear what we're trying to say,
let's do that. Let's do it.
We could do that. Because for real, like we done threw out some things.
People
Shout
gonna
out
run
West
with
Tennessee.
People
Listen to me.
People gonna run with, because I like, it's not like
things.
No, it's not like all we're doing is connecting the dots. It's information that's out there.
Well,
my mind started moving when I was listening to Black Dot the other day. Shout out to Black Dot. That's the homie. Urban X TV. That's the homie. He's been in my documentary. Salute to him. Go get his book. He got a new book, and he got a bunch of books. My man, Black Dot is a genius. Black Dot is like, I don't know what I say, our hip hop Bobby Hemming. I don't know. I don't know how to put him, but Black Dot sparked my brain with a lot of this, and I said, "Yo, Jag," and we started talking. But then, of course, we just started building, and it just went crazy. Like it's you can start with one conversation, as long as you're starting with the truth. Then, of course, you can get speculation, and then you do your research, and then but stuff just starts coming together. That's why it would be best for me to spit behind a paywall or something like that, because you know how people could try to twist your words and take your information and do, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, we are getting the conversation started. Britt.
Oh, welcome, Britt.
And Britt and who?
Indy. Welcome.
Indy Lee. Indio.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I think we need to set up this members only live. What time is it right now? What are we looking at? It's almost 6 o'clock.
On the West Coast.
You want to start at 6:30?
Okay.
And salute to the new members.
Do you want to start it and then just do it on yours? Because we could, I ain't really tripping on my members or nothing like that. Well, how do you want to do it? You can come back here doing members?
I mean, I think
let's do it. Let's come back here, members. We can come back here.
We can run it on all platforms, right? Members.
No, we can. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do that. We'll do it that way. We'll get more in depth.
We have stacked a few things. Welcome, High Chalk. We have stacked a few things, but see, they hide all of this stuff right in plain sight.
Yeah.
Right in plain sight, and we want to put it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, and it's perfect. Members only would be perfect because we could just kind of go off of what I was talking about, why we're even talking about this conversation. But let's wrap it over here. But we're going to actually continue. We're going to come right back, members. But what we're going to do is this: 50 Cent. Now, I want y'all to pay attention.
Netflix.
Y'all see what's going on with the buying of Warner Brothers. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Who else is over on Netflix? Who also has production companies on Netflix?
The Obamas.
Now, Netflix has about 7,000 titles as opposed to Amazon. I got my documentary Set in the West on Amazon. I think they got about 25,000 titles over there. And then, Tubi just go crazy. Tubi got a couple 100,000 titles. It's all about content. Content is king. Netflix going to go grab Warner Brothers content. Warner Brothers been around for about 100 years. I don't know how many titles, but if a lot of stuff came out of Warner Brothers. The Matrix. It's so many legacy titles, movies,
and
series.
Whoever buys that company gets to keep that catalog.
There you go.
So whoever invests and picks that up, it's like in Monopoly, in the game Monopoly. You could have a player, and the player could own 2/3 of the board. But if at any point in time they end up rolling too many doubles and go to jail too many times, and they have to, a weaker player could come along and snatch that pot up, and then become the bigger player on the block. So we're watching Monopoly happen in real time. But the last thing that I want to say, I think, before we shut it up here, is look at how interesting these things are looking. Like, Netflix had taken a hit. A lot of people weren't resubscribing. A lot of people had dropped their subscriptions. This documentary, it drove everything back up over there. Like, it's for them to sit up there and talk about, oh my God, it beat Stranger Things and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. And it's like, they're making it seem like it's that huge a deal. But the truth is, Stranger Things is a series that's been on Netflix the entire time. It's winding down. It's been huge. It's been great.
Yeah.
But this is their last season. So the truth is, with subscription being down, putting this documentary out at this time of the year when it's coming out, it's taking people and it's forcing people back to Netflix, which is only going to help the viewership for Stranger Things. Because if you bought the subscription so that you could see this documentary, why not stay and watch everything else? Like, there is a lot going on there, and it's wild because sitting there listening to Michelle Obama on that cemetery of a podcast that she has over there, constantly sitting there and promoting all of the shows that are under the Obama's production company. And it's kind of weird, like people are not realizing that the ownership of Netflix, I believe, like either the head of the board or one of the majority owners or whatever, is Clarence Avant's daughter's
husband.
And as everyone knows, the daughter, Ms. Avant, was an ambassador for the Obama administration. And the reason why she became an ambassador for the Obama administration was because of what her father, Clarence Avant, did to help push them through for that first presidential election. Because the truth is, I don't think they could have won without him.
Nah. Now,
and then he got his documentary, The Black Godfather, and then the next thing you know, his wife got popped in the back after he went to a Rock Nation brunch, and then he instantly went into dementia and was dead within a year.
Rest in peace to Clarence Avant.
Clarence Avant and his wife, Jacqueline.
Yeah, and his wife, Jacqueline. Yep. Appreciate you, Big Shoe, becoming a member. Yeah, this picture is hilarious. I blame her. It's her fault.
Blah blah blah.
But look, 50 Cent. All of a sudden, everybody is mad at 50. I hope y'all catching what I'm saying. If I'm making sense, just press 1. If I sound
if we're making sense,
on the moon,
get a membership. If we're making sense, get a membership, and we're gonna see you guys in about 20
minutes. But we're gonna do it right on the 6th. Look, we gotta set up the Patreon too. I'll put the Patreon on as well. So, Jaguar Rights on Patreon too, so y'all can go over there as well. But for the most part, we want to really just kind of go deeper into a lot more than I think a lot of people are missing out on. 50 Cent got 140 more hours of footage, right? That he said he's like, I'm gonna put it out there on YouTube. Of course he's trolling, but maybe he ain't. I don't know. But where did he get this 140 hours of footage? We're gonna talk about where we think he got it.
And I mean, not only that, there's stuff leaking out all over the place, and we want to have that conversation. Yes, please get a membership on The Effect. Get a membership on Cent in the West. Wherever you're a member, you'll be available. You'll be able to get into this conversation as we continue. Part 2 of who's truly the Grinch that stole hip hop.
Curtis 50 Grinch Jackson. Is he really the Grinch, or is he? We were going to say, is he Thanos? He got all the rings. Do he have all the Infinity Stones? Does he have all of them?
Is he able to snap his finger and get half of hip hop to disappear? Like, what's the deal? And wait a minute, Yam J. And Kat, that's also a very, very, very good question. Why did he say he was just going to take it and release it on YouTube?
Well, listen. I was just at YouTube. Listen, I was just at YouTube. I'm telling y'all, there's some changes. There's a lot of changes that's about to happen. People's channels, like all this trolling stuff, is done. All the AI stuff, all the using other people's content, like they're going to stop allowing people to actually become just creators. That door is going to shut soon. And if your content is on some troll or faceless, like they're getting rid of all this because YouTube is the next biggest streaming app that hosts that. I put my documentary on YouTube. Like they want in. Don't get it twisted. Even us going live costs them money. Us going live costs them money. You just have the ability to go live. It costs them money. They're done with bleeding money. So 50 saying YouTube.
I mean, are they really bleeding money? Because
for
the subscribers that are monetized, like their percentage that they're taking, it's a 360 deal. That's kind of unfair.
It is. But what I'm saying though is think about the bandwidth that they use. I was gonna say cut V8W, thank you, and K Blazer 24, thank you for becoming a member. We're gonna go a little bit deeper. Oh, you just getting members like a mug. Okay, the one and only Keem, what's up?
Welcome.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna go a little deeper because you said Thanos snap, right? The Thanos snap. I mean, if you think about it, Diddy, he had the Infinity Stones. He snapped away allegedly Heavy D, Andre Harrell, Kim Porter, Shakir Stewart. He was snapping. He was. What was that? The franchise boy, snap your fingers. That's Lil Jon.
Do your
little franchise had they little. Yeah. Franchise boys was snapping, right? That nigga Diddy was snapping like a mother, y'all. Now that 50 Grinch Jackson got the stone, I think he's gonna snap. And I'm gonna give y'all.
But the question is, does he have the stones?
Well, that's what we're gonna talk about.
Does he really have the stones?
That's what we're gonna talk about. And the funny thing is there's a double entendre. Does he have the stones? You have the cojones, boy. Because I don't think you really want to go after Jay like you think you want. And I don't think he is. But I'm going to talk more about that. That's why I say I don't want to talk too much here because.
Well, then let's go. Let's get out of here because in about, 20 minutes, we're supposed to be starting the members only live. Part 2 of this very interesting conversation.
If y'all like what y'all heard, like and subscribe and become a member because we're gonna get on over there. My members is only $1. So if y'all, I'm gonna give y'all, y'all can get over there. I think Jag is a lot, she's a lot more expensive because she's worth it. No, I'm not lying, y'all. Like, it's funny, and if we could talk about this a little bit, the Brother Bilal situation.
We could talk about a couple of things. Let's get on over into the membership. I'm telling you, the Brother Bilal situation is something else. But for me, what really trips me out was hearing Diddy from the radio from Dallas, Texas, I believe, having the audacity to call Trashy K the new Wendy Williams. That was insulting.
Yeah.
Because Wendy Williams didn't report anything or bring anything to the public, and she had 95% confirmation that everything that she was doing was true. And Trashy K has done nothing but release lie after lie and fake this and fake that. And I think I'm going to go over to Didi, and I'm going to leave some comments over there because to compare that lying fraud to Wendy Williams is an insult to Wendy Williams completely.
Yeah.
And maybe we need to have a conversation regarding Wendy Williams and her attorney who's allegedly getting her off of this conservatorship, which apparently she shouldn't have been on because she never had this dementia that they said she had.
Well, we can talk about that.
It all happened. It all happened.
It's tied in the 50. It's tied
all of this. Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
4D chess and a dragnet. all at the
Like a
same
mother.
time.
Like a motherfucker, y'all.
Well, you already
I'm
know what
gonna-
it is.
Checking on you. All right. We'll be over at the members in about 20. Peace.
Peace.